Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines, better known as the one-hand mechanic. If I can do it, you can too. Today we have here a Toro time cutter. This is the 50-inch. It's called the Mower suspension system. That's why you see this big shock-looking thing in the center here. And I'm going to show you, in my opinion, how to start and operate it. And I'm also going to go over just a few features on this thing that I have to say it's definitely got a lot going on. Okay, so this is a commercial V-twin 24.5 horsepower. This is a manufactured engine for Toro and it's from China. So there's a lot of different opinions on that one. This is where you check the oil. So we're gonna pull the dipstick out and you have a bar graph right here. You have the low and the high. I usually try to keep it right on the high side. You're just gonna go ahead and put it in. It doesn't screw in, it just goes about a quarter turn. Take it out. And we just changed the oil, and this is right on the mark, which is right on top of the line right there. Oil filter's down here, just so you know. Now, one of the features that they highlight in their manual, it has a long tube. Believe it or not, this is what they call no tools needed to change the oil. What you do is you're gonna pull this out, and it will come out. I'm not gonna get into it right now because this is how to start and operate, but you pull this down and out, and then you drain it down here. With no tools, just put it back up in here. Make sure you always change the oil filter when you're changing the oil. Air filter is here. While we're on this side, we have the Mower suspension. Now, I want to get on the machine and you just watch exactly how this it's spring loaded. And you sit down and everything goes back and forth. Now, they tell you not to adjust this while sitting on it. And this is how you adjust it. If you want a softer ride, you're just going to bring this back into the minus position here. And then if you want a harder ride, you're going to put it up into the plus position. So basically you just get on it, see how it feels. I haven't did a whole lot of driving with this thing, but it seems like it's going to be a nice feature. Right here is your control panel. We have your power takeoff, this is the button that you pull up to put your mower deck on and off. You have your ignition switch on and then crank. This is your choke for when you're starting the machine. You're just going to pull the choke up. And then when it starts, you're going to push the choke back down again. And you have your throttle, which is Toro for slow, Rabbit for fast. And nice feature here is the hour meter. You can see how many hours you have as far as the serviceability and when to change your oil. It's a really nice feature. I'm going to go to the seat here. Now the seat is definitely a nice seat. It has, this is more or less on the line of a Cub Cadet. The Cub Cadets had nice seats where they don't crack. John Deere has these seats that as soon as you sit in them in the wintertime, they crack. This is a nice pliable cushion, which is nice. They have the armrest here. And right here, you can actually move your seat back and forth. You just push this to the left, and then you use your body, and you just move it back and forth while you're sitting on it, and then lock it in. We're getting to the handles down here. We have 3 different modes for cutting. You have slow, you have medium, and you have fast. And they give you in the manual online is a very good thing to read, but they tell you different positions for different things. And the one that caught my eye was if you use the turtle mode, which is a slow mode, that'll be great for when you learn how to operate this. So you're not going real fast. And when you learn how to turn forward or turn left and right, it's a great position to be in. And then when you get better at it, you just flip it down 1 notch and you're in a medium speed. And then when you're really good at cutting and driving it, then you go ahead in the rapid speed and you get the job done a lot quicker. But it's good to have it in the turtle when you're learning it. And then here and here, these kind of go together. So when you're lifting your deck up and down, it's a very heavy deck, but as you can see, this moves with it and it's designed for your foot. So you just want to go ahead and push on this while you're moving your deck height up and down. And you just pull the deck height lever out a little bit, and then you go up and down to the position that you like it. I always tell everybody, just get in your yard, put it down where you like it. If it cuts nice, leave it there. And then if you need to adjust from that point, you're using your foot to give you a lot better leverage on moving this handle. It's very easy if you're just using your leg muscles instead of your arm muscles. Real nice feature. And they also say, if you're gonna run over something and you think about it, you can hit this down real quick and that'll bring the mower deck up. It feels a little hard to do and you're going to be thinking on the run, but that is another feature they talk about. And then again, the suspension ride, you just have to drive it around and get a feel for it, and the adjustments back here. Okay, on the left side, we have your gas tank here. This one is a 3-gallon gas tank. When you lift up the seat, it locks itself in, which it won't fall over. That's a great feature. And then when you want to put the seat down, lift up on that right there, and then it'll go down. I did notice that the rubber grommet here, that is supposed to go down, the rubber grommet here that goes down to here, this one is here, and this one is missing. Now this is a 2021 version, and he keeps it in really good condition, and the year right now is 2025. So in all these years, this one rubber grommet has been missing over here. So when you pick up your seat and put it down, you're gonna be running against the metal. Just keep that in mind that these may be a high wear item. And like I said, you lift it up and it locks itself in, which is nice. Here is the battery box, really nice positioning. It's easy to get it in and out. This is an aftermarket battery. It's 400, actually he did a really nice job. I always say 300 cold cranking amps or better. This one here is 350 cold cranking amps, which is a really nice battery. It does have a nice handle to be able to pick it up and out of there when needed. We're gonna go ahead and put the seat back down again. There is one thing I do want to show you. It's a little bit tricky on this one because this one actually has electric brakes. But if you want to push this, you're going to have to do a few things. One is come back to the rear of your machine, and you're going to see this diagram here, and it shows a person pushing it and a person driving it. So the pushing it means you're going to have to push this lever right down here, this lever here. It's always in the out position when you're driving the machine normally, and when you need to push it, you're going to push it in, past this little collar, and lock it in. We're going to go over to the other side. Other side is the same scenario. We're going to push this in and down, and that'll lock it into the neutral position. Now you would think you could push this, and you can't. It's basically locked in the brake position. To unlock the brakes, turn the key on, and then you're going to pull in one lever, and you're going to hear this. The electric brake will go off. All right, so you probably heard that. That was a brake coming off. Now we should be able to push this. Nice and easy. Okay, there you go. You should not tow the machine. Even in this mode, they tell you not to tow the machine. This is how you push the machine, real easy. Now, if you turn your key off because you want to save the battery, obviously, it's gonna, after so many seconds, you'll hear it. Here it comes. It puts the brake back on again. So now it's locked in. Even though it's supposedly in the unlocked position, the brake is on, you turn the key off, and that's what happens. If you look in the manual, there is a way to disconnect the battery and leave it in neutral if you need to push this a long distance. But if you're just pushing it a little distance, just turn the key on, it releases the brake, make sure your lockouts are in position, and you can push it. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this off, lock the brake in, and we're gonna put it into the mow mode again, which is all the way out. Just heard the brake back on. Okay, so now they're out. Now we can get on it, start the machine up, and drive forward and backward. And I'm gonna take this down and outside and show you how to turn the mower deck on and show you how the handles work. So I'll see you down there. Okay, we're outside, and I did wanna show you also, you have a couple adjustments here on your handlebars here. So when you're sitting down, you can sit on it and adjust these handlebars where you like them to be. And it's just by loosening up these bolts here, and it'll go forward and backward a little bit, so that'll kind of give you an adjustment there. And also down here, there is one more spot to be able to lower these handles. So if the handles are too high, you can also lower them one notch, and that's a pretty big adjustment right there. So it's a nice feature to have. Okay, so to start it up, we're gonna go ahead and put it about half throttle. We're gonna pull the choke up. As soon as it starts up, you're gonna push the choke back in again. Usually give it a little bit of time to warm up before you full throttle it. Start it at half throttle and then move it up to full throttle, because the engine horsepower is the highest at full throttle, and the mower deck will cut the best at full throttle. So you should run the engine at full throttle when you're cutting the grass. That's my opinion. And then you can just regulate your ground speed by your handles, of course. So you're gonna engage the mower deck and just move it forward and backward. We're gonna go ahead and use the slow speed to show you guys, you know, it's just a creep mode, and they technically say that the turtle is for, like, if you're trimming, it just gives you better control of the machine when you're using it. So we're all set to go. Choke's up. As soon as it starts up, choke down, let it warm up a little bit. Now I'm going to turn the the mower deck on and just show you guys that you can cut in forward and reverse with there's no safety switches as far as going backwards. I'm going to lower the mower deck a little bit, a couple spots here. Pull PTO up. Now you have to pull your handlebars in. If you get off the seat, it'll shut down. If you want to get off the machine without shutting the machine down, you can. You just have to make sure that the PTO is in the off position, which is your blade button, and make sure these handlebars are out. And I'll do that right now, real quick. Handlebars are out, PTO is off. So I can get off the machine right now. Don't have to turn it off. When you go to cut, pull it up, pull your handlebars in. Now we can go backward, forward. Now if you want to, I'll try to show you guys, if you're going to go left and right, so when you're going forward, you want to go left, you're just going to pull your left handle towards your body and your right handlebar forward. That turns you left. The other direction is left handlebar forward, right handlebar rearward, and that's how you turn. Keep it on the slow mode when you're learning how to use this, and then you'll just get better as time goes on. Put the handlebars out, we'll lock the brakes, turn off your mower deck, idle it down, and turn your key off. Another thing is, if you run out of gas and you left your mower deck on and you just stopped in the middle of the yard, you went and got gas, put gas in it, went to turn the key, I'll have the PTO up like I ran out of gas. Filled up with gas, got on the machine, everything's out, ready to cut, and we turn the key, nothing. And you wonder why it won't start. The reason why it won't start is because PTO was left in the on position and you ran out of gas. So remember, if it doesn't start for some reason, check this button, make sure it is in the down position. When you're done with the machine, make sure your key is in the off position, because these brakes are actually engaged by the electric on the ignition switch. So you don't want to leave the key on, you can kill the battery. So it's important to keep the key either out or in the off position when you're not using the machine. So that pretty much wraps it up for how to start and operate the Toro Time Cutter 50-inch zero turn. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.